One, two, 1, 2. Welcome to the After the Bell DJs Talking WWE. My name is Matt, representing Allentown, Pennsylvania. We got a full boat for you guys today. So let's run it down and see who we got tonight. So, of course, we got my man David representing Virginia. What up, David? How you feeling?
What's up, brother? Well, we got our own security team tonight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we got the WWE security team. We got my man Darren, a.k.a. Heavy, representing Chicago. What up, Hev?
What's going on, guys? How you feeling? How you feel?
Doing well. And making his debut, Mr. Darth Vader himself, a.k.a. Brandon, representing CT, Connecticut. What up?
Hi, guys.
How you feeling, man?
Good. I'm excited. I'm finally able to, get on and chat some wrestling with the DJ homies. So I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we like to have a good time and just chat it up here. So let's get right into it, fellas. We got a full slate tonight. So the first segment we get, CM Punk promo. So CM Punk comes out, does his little live in-ring promo. He started the promo sitting down in the ring, very reminiscent to the Pipebomb. So kind of preparing us for what he's about to do. Starts out pretty typical, calling out Roman Reigns. Hey, you're never here. You hide behind your family and all that stuff. And then he calls out some of the Bloodline members, including The Rock, even going as far as calling him, I think he said former movie star or something like that.
Bloated too. He said he was bloated. I was like,
yeah. And then in classic Punk pipe bomb lore, he calls out Pat McAfee and then TKO directly, which talking about CM Punk basically says, hey, you want to sell tickets? Lower the ticket prices, which of course gets a huge pop out of the crowd because that's definitely been a lot of talk on the internet these days. So he closes the segment standing tall, doing his thing. But my question to you guys, and we'll start with you, David, was Punk bringing up The Rock kind of a tease for something bigger or just kind of a way to kind of attack the Bloodline a little bit? What are your thoughts on it?
Possibly. Right now, with all the little celebrities and big names, TKO's trying to get involved. I wouldn't be surprised.
They're trying.
I don't think the story needs it.
Agree.
But it wouldn't surprise me. I hate to say it.
Agree. Fader, what do you think, brother?
I thought it was great. I love the promo. I love when he's just ripping and riffing and just being hot, just with energy. When he kind of slows down and lets the crowd kind of take over and what him or whatever. Some of the promos on the build up to this haven't been, I don't feel the greatest. Him just coming out and saying whatever is on the top of his mind or whatever. I think that's kind of when he's at his best. Calling Roman Reigns like a bad football player or something like that.
Oh yeah, baby.
Adding I like that now with smart marks in the wrestling fans or whatever, that a lot of this kayfabe business or whatever they're still holding cards, but it's different. He's calling Roman's calling him Phil and Punk is calling him Joe or whatever. So I'm loving that they're kind of bringing this animosity towards each other, whether it is fabricated or real. It feels real.
It feels real for sure. Hev, what do you think, man? You think The Rock teasing for something bigger or just kind of a way to kind of get under the skin?
I really hope we don't get The Rock again, man.
Me too.
I think that I feel like we do this to ourselves every year, right?
Every year The Rock is coming.
The Rock is coming, and we fall for it, hook, line, and sinker as marks. And I think this year, if we do have The Rock come out this year, I think the storyline kind of calls for it, where Usos trying to get him to apologize, or else, and it's what's the or else, So we don't know, but. They keep hinting at it, but WWE is not stupid, right? They pay attention to everything online, just like we pay attention to everything. So, Brandon was right as far as all the stuff that they're, I guess to call them smart marks now. Which is how do we trick the smart marks, right? I like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, this segment was great. It had everything, and by the end, the people were very Roman heavy, and by the end they were chanting and. CM Punk, and he didn't tell a lie. Hey, you boo me because he's not here. I just said he's not here, and you're booing me. Boo that man. I'm here. I got put through a table and came back. And I'm still every week. Guy gets put through
That-
a table and he's gone.
That's
The guy
kind of the
does a
one
movie,
thing.
he's gone.
Yeah, that's kind of the one thing I'm noticing between our two top main events with, Cody and Randy and then Punk and Roman. WWE is, in my opinion, they are doing a good job of kind of switching people. So, like, for example, like 1 week people are cheering Punk, the next week they're kind of cheering Roman, 1 week Cody, next week Randy. So, like, last week with the Pat McAfee thing coming in, I felt like more people were now shifting over to cheering for Cody because they're like, we don't want Pat McAfee, we don't want none of that stuff. So, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I do want to talk about Pat McAfee a little bit, but just finishing up this segment though. What about Punk calling out the TKO and the ticket pricing? Was this kind of taking the promo
great.
to another level? I was going to say, I felt like it was
great.
taking it to another level.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kev? Go ahead.
They know they're stupid. They know that they're pricing people out. I mean, these guys are smarter than most of us, so they know what's going on. So them using that as a storyline, I think is pretty smart. Just like, Pat McAfee using Cody being too white meat babyface and boring as a storyline. We need to bring back the edge, bring back, whatever. They're not dumb. So they know what's going on for sure. So I think it was great. I mean, and lower the damn prices for sure.
Yes. Brandon?
Yeah, same. I'm all for, the prices are too damn high. The rent is too damn high, or whatever that line is. Yeah. And then like
everything's too damn high these days.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they acknowledge like what the IWC like is thinking or feeling or talking about, like the internet, stuff or whatever, but they try to like put their spin on it, and sometimes it works, I feel, and then like sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what the behind the scenes of like what was actually proposed as to like who the guy was he was talking on the phone with. Maybe like it was supposed to be The Rock, but then he's going to shoot another movie or whatever, so they got like who can we like flip out the Rolodex, who could make a switch or a thing or whatever, you know what I mean? So just like you've seen like through Unreal that are that sometimes this stuff switches up super last minute. So I'd be interested to see like if that ever like came to be like what was the actual like plan for this, because it doesn't seem right. Like it seems off.
I gotta feel like the next season of Unreal, we're gonna get a lot of this stuff, and you'll see the injuries, and you'll see a completely different plan. You'll see a completely different plan because they're definitely pivoting like crazy. But David, what do you think about Punk calling out TKO and the ticket prices in particular?
Makes you wonder, like, is this whatever the heat with Triple H and TKO a real thing? And he's basically saying, okay, he's taking his top guys and letting them have a field day. I mean, like what Cody, that Cody coming out, that was supposedly Cody just shooting Friday night. And then this, the master of them all, Punk. And I did see something interesting earlier. Apparently, Ari, whatever is the TKO CEO, is McAfee's agent. Actually, legit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now I guess Netflix is the front runner to get the streaming rights to his show when that contract ends. And he's
they're already in the podcast game, so that makes sense because they do all the iHeart's podcasts. They're all on Netflix, so that makes sense.
So I mean, but supposedly he was the first choice, and McAfee turned it down at first.
Yeah. So that Ari, just so you guys know too, if you don't know already, and the viewers too, the Ari that is Pat McAfee's agent and then TKO and all this stuff, it's the same Ari that show on HBO Entourage is based off of.
Yeah. So
it's the super agent, that's who Pat's rolling with. He's rolling with some pretty heavy hitters in the industry for sure. This, in my opinion, I just want to real quick just run it around you guys. I think this is one of the best promos of the year so far. I mean, the way it started, I wasn't sure because I'm like, here we go. Roman's never here, and it's always the same stuff. And then he kind of went in, and I was like, oh, damn. So what do you guys think? I think it was one of the best promos of the year.
Yeah, I mean, Punk, and I missed it. I don't know how I missed it at first, but he even said, everybody wants the pipe bomb. But can you really handle one? And then that's when he started going off.
And then speaking of pipe bombs, I'll kind of, because I, didn't get a chance to get Brandon or Darren's reaction on this. So what did you guys think of McAfee on Friday night? Now, I find it kind of curious, and I actually text David about this tonight. I find it funny how Pat McAfee's promo was basically like, wrestling sucks. You can't sell tickets. We don't have big guys. We have all these high flyers. We need to bring it back to the old school. Now, that wasn't the surprising part. The surprising part to me was all the fans that feel like that hated the promo.
Yeah.
But so, Brandon, you kind of mentioned you weren't very happy where wrestling is at right now. How did you feel about the promo? And if you didn't like it, what are the reasons before that?
Yeah, I feel that like the best stories that they're able to tell are the ones that they're able to do with time. The ones that come out of left field from some kind of last minute decision or pivot, that the business does have to happen. But if the story is so disjointed or whatever, like you pull me out of it. Like in this, having Pat be the one on the end of the phone, like I'm not buying it. Like it's just as what that is. You know what I mean? I just I'm just not buying it. And like it just feels like it feels like, again, like they were trying to go one way, then they just kind of had to pivot for something else, or something happened where like, a thing popped out and became like a thing, like he was talking on the phone to somebody and then the fucking internet blew up. Who's he talking on the phone with or whatever? Then they're like, oh, well, now we have to make it a thing. Well, who's it gonna, it could be this way or like this way. And just I'm not buying it. Like I'm not loving it.
Hev, what are your thoughts?
Pat being involved in like heel turning, like as it is, like I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. It literally it makes zero sense. They're scrambling, and this is just them just trying to find the biggest name. Pat McAfee is just a big name, and we're gonna throw him in to get more eyeballs on the product and maybe sell a few more tickets to get whatever. But I mean, you do that, and then you kind of sacrifice the integrity and the story, and and when things don't make sense, real wrestling fans get upset. And when, it's rough, right? Because we want people from the outside of the wrestling community to kind of come in WrestleMania. That's the one year we let everybody in. Come on in. We roll out the celebrities and the stars to kind of welcome everybody in. It's always been like since WrestleMania 1. We've always done that. Bring in Cyndi Lauper or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time where they start doing the goofy shit like that, But like, it's just it just has to make sense, And you don't do that on a like you don't bring out the goofy shit on a main event card. You do that you do that with like Johnny Knoxville wrestling LA Knight or whatever, whoever he wrestled back
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. You do
Sami,
that then. That's when you do that. You don't do it on the main match like something goofy like this, and it didn't make sense. And then the reason why was so dumb, and then him cursing, it was just like a reach. It's just like, all right, dude, like, all right, I'm not buying it.
One thing I will tell you guys, I watch McAfee's show. So when they were at the NFL draft, Randy Orton was actually a guest on the show. And thinking back to it, they kind of alluded to all this during that Pat McAfee interview. If you end up watching it on YouTube or whatever, but I'll give you a synopsis. Basically, Pat was saying exactly what he said in the ring. He was just like, hey, man, don't you want to go for 15? Like, I feel like you should be the one at the top of the card. And Randy's like, yeah, man, like, I want that championship. I feel like this is my time, and I want to go for it now. So just a little nuggets were kind of sprinkled in there. But if I had to guess, what's that?
Did you watch McAfee today?
I did. Yeah,
because he bought that up the combine, and then basically what set him off was when Randy kind of said he felt like the business was passing him by.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now with that said, I do think there was probably something else planned or somebody else planned, and they pivoted to this.
Yeah.
But it did. There was some sprinkles that. I won't say it like makes complete sense of story. Actually, I was just talking to David about this. We were texting back and forth. This Mania card itself, if you just look at the matches, pretty good. However, the stories aren't always, super great. You know what I mean? Like the biggest one for me is the Seth and Gunther. You know what I mean? Like that's actually going to be a dope match, but it's just kind of thrown together.
It's just laziness. I don't know how else to really say it. It's just laziness. I mean, they could have paid this McAfee thing off way back. I could have think of 1,000 different ways than him just showing up out of nowhere and kicking Cody in the ball. It didn't make any sense. You could have had like a real genuine heel turn, and we all could have bought into it. But him just showing up out of nowhere and then just kicking him, and it was just like, oh, I got glasses on. I got sunglasses on. I'm a bad guy. It's like.
One of the things
he has the bloody T-shirt on too. He has the bloody T-shirt on too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
This is one of the things we talked about the other night, that they don't think this was creative. It really sounds like this was TKO getting involved. Like, hey, this is what we want.
Yeah,
but even Cody tried to clean it up. Yeah, just like Cody came out. He goes, "Here's it is. 20 years of wrestling history between each other." And it's just like you don't have to overthink it. That's why Oba Femi and Brock works, because it's not overthought. It's just two big guys. One of them wants to be the fucking dominant one. Randy was a mentor, and he's a fucking evil guy now. And fucking like, I don't know. It just writes itself. You don't have this adding Pat. It does not. I'm gonna be.
It doesn't do anything to the story. But dilutes it. Like like the whole Pat angle just could not have happened, and it would still be a good lead up, because I don't want to energy that Randy was doing, and Cody trying to get back. You know what I mean? So
I was gonna say I don't want to speak for all you guys, but I think you'll agree with me where I was more excited about this match after that first Cody beatdown than I am right now, and that was what 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
get chair shot with the stuff. Like I'm in. Like, but now this thing is like Pat's involved. I'm like, this is another thing that they're just like they're diluting and making.
It's that goofy shit that Darren talks about. And speaking of goofy shit, our next match, LA Knight and Austin Theory.
Good segue.
Speaking of goofy shit, right? Yeah. I've been doing radio for a little bit.
Hold on. Remember the segment before?
Go ahead, talk about it.
No, where Speed.
Well, yeah. So that's So Speed runs into Danhausen, asks him to remove the curse real quick. Of course, Danhausen won't do that, and then he runs into the Vision, and the Vision are basically like, "Yo, man, you need us. We got, everybody's out here running for you." He's like, "I ain't do nothing. Y'all made me, doing his whole little thing." So our match is LA Knight and Austin Theory. Austin Theory, Logan, and Speed all walk out to the ring together. The match itself, pretty competitive back and forth early. But at one point, LA Knight gets knocked outside of the ring, and Logan Paul throws Speed into LA Knight, just causing that feud even more. And I'm sure you guys all saw the little clip too of LA Knight running in on Speed's live stream and throwing him and all that. They're trying. But then as that all kind of ensues, the Usos music hits, which, remember, Speed technically cost them their championship run, so they're not feeling Speed right now either. So Speed is like trying to leave as the Usos are coming out. So he actually jumps over LA Knight, like a pretty athletic move. I was like, damn. I was like, I know he had hops like that. Jumps over LA Knight, gets back into the ring, and then that little distraction caused by Speed there, Austin Theory rolls Knight up. Theory ends up pinning LA Knight. And then post-match, Speed's laying in the corner with I believe the Usos were in the ring too with LA Knight, and the crowd is chanting, "You fucked up," which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, Speed's left in the ring with them. Jay grabs Speed up, but then before they could really do anything, Logan Paul kind of pulls Speed out, and they kind of walk off. So now this leads to LA Knight grabbing the mic and basically calling out the Vision and Speed to go against the Usos and Knight at WrestleMania. You want to talk about mid-card? This is mid-card as shit. So I see everybody shaking their heads, so I know y'all agree with me. So Speed officially aligning with Logan Paul and the Vision. What are you expecting from this match? Anything? I'll start with you, Hev. Let's start with you.
I mean, this is lemonade, boys. This is lemonade.
Yeah, basically.
I don't really expect too much. I am interested to see Speed's commitment if Speed can take this seriously, there's a career for this kid, man. Like he's obviously gifted and athletic, just like Logan Paul. I never really would ever thought I'd ever say this, but Logan Paul has been easily one of the most impressive walk-on WWE celebrities we've ever seen of all time. I mean, that kid could probably like stop working right now and he could be in the Hall of Fame. Like he's changed a lot of things when it comes to just branding, getting the eyes on the marketing, and just he's done so much and in a very short little time. So I'm interested to see Speed's commitment. That's about it. That's the only thing I'm really looking for. If Speed's going to take it seriously, and then is he going to be like a reoccurring thing, which I would like to see, because for what not, his facial expressions are great, and the kid got some acting.
And he's athletic. He's athletic too, man. I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was that athletic. I was like, damn.
I do know that. You know, he's always his whole thing is racing people. I don't know. You're not, probably watching.
Yeah, I really watch. Yeah.
But like, you ever look at this guy's quads? Not that I'm staring at his quads, but like his quads are like massive, and like he's just always running. So that leap over LA Knight was not surprising.
Like light work.
And, light work for him. So I mean, again, I would like to see if he's gonna, steady the course, or if he's just a one-off.
And then just to touch on your point there about Logan Paul, I say this all the time. Like, the thing that impresses me most about him is he doesn't need to do any of this. He's got enough money. He's living. He's chilling, and he wants to. So anytime someone like doesn't need to and they want to, I'm like, damn. All right, I give you some respect on that. David, let's go with you next. How you feeling about this match for Mania here?
I hate the tag team titles are not going to be on the line. I mean, I get it. It's a gimmick there. Again, I think TKO. D. Walker said it good. To shoehorn in too many celebrities, it seems like. And
That's how they do.
One little small thing. Did you notice the Usos came back out to Jay's theme again?
Yeah, they switched it back up.
That theme last week was.
This is 1 week, right? Yeah.
This is 1 week. Yeah, they need
Jay's too over not to use his theme. Like
it's just us. Us doesn't hit the same.
Go back to day one-ish.
Yeah. At least go back to that. Yeah, for sure. But Brandon, what do you think of this match coming up here at Mania? You feeling it?
No, but I just, because it is what it is. It's a gimmick match. I am just overall kind of with like just how fast they mid-carded Jay. Like they just really just took the wind out of his sails really fast. And I don't like that, because like I have booking like what the fucks like with a lot of this shit that's out now, but like I'm just saying that like they just mid-carded him so fast. And like I just don't like it. The gimmick match that like Speed should be there, the number of eyes that he's done the stint at the Royal Rumble and got speared by Breaker. Like I've seen the clips where he's in the PC or somewhere where he's like training with like Randy Orton and doing different things or whatever. So like he's putting in work. And like the idea behind WrestleMania and shoehorning stuff, celebrities and stuff, like to counter, like to think of a fresh kind of take on that, or a different take maybe, is it like, we all grew up watching wrestling, loving wrestling, and just like these guys did, you know what I mean? So like the fact that now that like they have celebrity or can be like put in the room, with these people that make these decisions or whatever, I don't hate on them like at all for that. I wrote down just to like back up for like a tiny second on the spot where Speed was there and then like the Vision came out, like Logan Paul. You see the size of his bicep and that big ass vein that's poking out of there. Yeah, I was like, is he on steroids right now?
I know, I did think he was juicing too.
So jacked. Like he's always been a fit dude, but he's bulky right
building
now.
It.
He is bulked. And I was like, Jesus Christ, he's been either hitting the gym really hard or hitting something else. But
I definitely see a change since he's like, hey, I'm going to go full time.
Yeah.
So I think that he's just probably more committed, maybe taking a little something extra on the side.
I do not like him as a person, but like I respect him as a businessman. As a professional wrestler. You know what I mean?
Can I just?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Dude. Yep.
Can I just say something? This just speaks to how boring Austin Theory is. We haven't that. This is a match with
Ooh.
Austin. This is a segment we're supposed to be talking about Austin Theory and LA Knight, and nobody gives a fuck about what Austin. We have not even mentioned his name once.
Right.
Even during the match, people were just chanting "Logan sucks." You're not even in the match. He's sitting down,
And he won. And he won the match.
And he
won the match.
So
Because
again, this
it's
just
shitty
speaks
booking
to.
to have him into the division and to do it to begin with.
Yeah.
So this just speaks to how terrible Austin Theory is. I just want to point that out. Sorry.
Yeah, WWE, if you're paying attention, yeah, we talked about this entire segment and didn't mention Austin Theory other than he won. So after actually, David, did you want to touch on that? Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of like one little small thing that Brandon just said too, where talking about how quick Jay has gone downhill, and what just 2 weeks ago he was barking orders at Roman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really good point he just made.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So after that match, we get a quick little backstage with Finn Balor walking towards the ring for his match, but we see the New Day arguing in the background. David wanted me to point that out there. So
Matt misses all the Easter eggs.
I don't miss it. It's just I don't know. I don't think it's that relevant, but it's all good. It's all good. You know, we'll mention it there. So then we get Finn Balor versus JD, and I was excited going into this match. I'm like, all right, we're gonna get a little JD Finn Balor action. I like it. So Finn Balor starts walking, or I'm sorry, JD goes out first. He's already in the ring. Then Finn Balor starts walking down the ramp, and Dominic Mysterio blindsides him, starts beating him down. JD immediately gets out of the ring, starts beating him down too. They're double teaming Finn, just basically beating him down, throw him back into the ring, and then JD grabs a steel chair from outside, throws it to Dom, and they're just going to town. So this is basically just, to build hype for the Dom and Finn match coming up at Mania. My only question about this segment for you guys is, does Dominic and JD kind of double teaming on Finn, does that make them look kind of weak, like a little soft? You know what I mean? Like, actually, this is a better question for you guys. Is JD going to be involved with the Dom and Finn match, or are they going to keep them out of it? I'll start with you, David.
I think
because that's really where it lays down for me. Like as far as if Finn can take it.
I mean, it's a typical heel group move. Gonna have a little coward and stuff. I wouldn't think he would get, because especially since the little segment later that
are we talking
in the ladder match?
Mm-hmm.
That so.
And Finn's video segment afterwards. Is that, do we want to talk about that now?
Or go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, hit it. Yeah, go ahead. Talk about it, Brandon. Yep.
The demon is coming back. Like that shit was like, that's the best part of that whole thing. Is that like he like, and then if you watch it, like the visual effects like start coming around his eyes and like coming out, like it's getting like grayed out and stuff. Dude, I'm for it. Like,
yeah, me too.
They were. If you watched like that podcast that he did with Cody Rhodes, and he was talking about the demon, and like he kind of like they were trying to get mystical with it, and like what it was this or that or whatever, but like having his family taken or turned away from him, and then constantly getting beat the piss out of him and that kind of stuff. So like to build like to wake up that side of him or whatever. I'm like, yeah, like cool. Like then I'm having interest in this match. When for me it's like normally like meh, like I'll watch it, like I'll give it the skims and like maybe like fast forward over a little bit. But like,
see, I'm a little bit more excited for this match just because Finn and Dom. I was gonna say Finn and Dom are super athletic, so I think it'll be entertaining for sure.
Anyway, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hev, what do you kind of think about Finn's little switch and getting there and all that kind of stuff? And the match in general, or a non-match.
I thought the setup was fine, and again, the segment didn't really mean anything as I saw it happen. I was like, okay, but then the payoff was good. You just got to keep on watching, and then Demon Finn, which I'm surprised because he's been very vocal about hating doing that face paint because it takes him like 6 hours. To do it, and you still got to then get out of makeup and then go over your match and do everything. So. I'm shocked that he's going back to it. Maybe we'll get more of it, or maybe this is a one-off.
I'm thinking maybe he invents it. It's not to step on you, but like you know how it was like all everything in the mouth, like it was super crazy, right? Maybe
Yeah.
it's something new, but
Scales
it's
it back a little
still,
bit.
you know, maybe like a, you know, like a, you know, a war, like a black, you know, kind of situation or whatever, and that's it. You know what I mean? Or it could be like less intensive for him to put it on,
Maybe a luchador
or
mask or something, right?
it's a one-off. You know, it could be
That
like,
might
you
be a
know, just
one-off.
like a one-off.
Yeah.
Or, you know, this
La-
once that feuds stopped and moved. You know,
I want to say the last time we saw the demon character was like 5 years ago when he fought
Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah,
I
that was
wanna say.
3 years ago. That was Hollywood.
Yeah.
Was it Hollywood?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
it's
yeah.
been a while,
And he
and
still,
then like,
he had the back
Nah.
paint and
How
everything
long
with
is
that, too.
how long has Edge been in AEW?
a while.
Yeah, but Hollywood was 39. This is 42.
I think it might have been. Was it 39? We have to look the tape up.
Yeah, it was Hollywood. Because
I thought
it was Dom and Ray. Because same year,
Okay.
Dom and Ray fought for the first time.
Yeah, they'll let us know in the comments. I could have sworn Edge has been in AEW for at least 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
He went
Yes.
that fall.
Mm.
Yeah, WrestleMania
Okay.
39.
Okay,
To the Google.
Yeah,
All
machine.
right, confirm.
yeah. Confirmed.
Nice. But yeah, so like I said, this match, like I said, I was a little disappointed because I actually wanted to see a match out of this, but I'm sure we'll get it at some point. So I'm not too upset about it. So then after that, we get a little, I don't know why that's there. We get a little backstage, or pre-tape segment, I should say, with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Kind of a short kind of thing, but I thought it was important because, you know, so it actually starts out as an interview with Michael Cole and AJ, and then Michael Cole just kind of leaves as soon as Becky gets there. But Becky basically said that, you know, AJ, you know, she quit because she knew that Becky was coming for her. And then Becky claims that, you know, AJ knew that Becky was going to take over the women's division, so that's why she ended up quitting. And then AJ basically just responds and says, "Hey, listen, I'm proud of you and everything that you accomplished. But the only reason you accomplished it is because I opened all those doors for you. And I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, and I'm your daughter's favorite wrestler." Just putting that little extra knife in there, like, yeah. You know, what do you guys think about this segment here? Did AJ Lee kind of make a stronger point by saying that she opened the door for Becky? I'll start with you, David.
Yeah, I mean, it's back the same. But because they were completely absent last week, so I was wondering, you know, what are they going to do?
Mhm.
Thank God it won't another in-ring segment, because
Right.
I don't know.
They need
what
to
else.
pull back a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think last week taking a break off. What are they going to do for the go home next week? So, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be a good match, but are people that interested? Because everybody.
That's a good question.
Becky's going to get the title back.
Fader?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think the writing on this segment was trash, because just Michael Cole just being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go, bye."
Yeah.
Good luck," or whatever.
I'm
It's
out.
like, that's it. Like, come on, man. Like, or, you know,
I don't need this, guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah. So I
Just
just
had a
thought
rough
that-
week.
Yeah, I'm like, no, like this is bad. But like I liked I understand why they would do this as opposed to something else, because their last like in-ring like confrontations or whatever, I felt kind of flat. So
Yeah.
like that, to me at least, so like them doing a pre-tape or whatever, they can kind of edit it how they want, or like can kind of, you know, redo it. It's not live, so like, you know, they can kind of, you know, figure it out. But even the writing on it to me was just like subpar, because just with the Michael Cole spot, then, you know, head to head, or, you know, you did this for me, I'm, you know, whatever you like, it's fine. Like it's just, you know, them kind of selling the fight, you know, and which needs to happen, but it's just like, I would like the Michael Cole thing just really pissed me off. Come on.
Yeah, I thought the Michael Cole thing was weird. He was just like,
Yeah.
"I don't need this, guys. You talk to me mean, Becky. I'm out of here." And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Do your job, bro. What are you talking about? Sit your ass back
Yeah.
down."
Right. You could be like, "Oh, excuse me, you know, like I'm a journalist or whatever."
Journalist
Just
or
like,
whatever. He's
"Oh,
like, "I'm leaving.
I don't need this."
I don't need this." I'm like, "You need what?" She didn't say anything to you.
Yeah.
But no, I thought the segment was fine. I mean, they have to sell the fight, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think I wasn't really watching wrestling at that time when AJ Lee was kind of
Same.
breaking down the doors. But I mean, I'm aware that she did women's wrestling was it's not great, and her coming in, she wasn't I'm gonna dress naked, half naked, and be scandalous and whatever. She kind of her and a few other women kind of set the bar high, for sure, and it kind of open the door for what it is now. So yeah, I mean, all that stuff kind of makes sense. But again, it's just, I mean, they're selling the fight, and I mean, it's fine. I'm not all the way invested in it because, again, like David said, they're not going to keep the belt on AJ Lee too much longer. I mean, I haven't seen her do any appearances. I haven't seen her do anything with the belt other than just come out, and she had maybe one or two matches on TV with it, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
and I think the thing that's killing this match too for Mania, and don't get me wrong, I think it'll still be entertaining when it does happen, but I think we've seen this so many times, you know what I mean? So it's just it's kind of flat because you don't have that excitement of the, Oba and Brock, or even Dom and Finn, because it's just we've literally just seen this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of a
And the
continuation.
mixed tag match that they did, and
Yep.
before, which
Yeah.
which I again, sorry to chime in with the booking shit, but I thought they were going to be onto something with doing husband-wife mixed tag shit, because there's all kinds of fucking talent that they could do. They could have their own separate division. Having
couples division,
couples tag
Yeah.
match.
yeah.
I'm dude, I was looking forward to it. Then I knew they were gonna. Then they signed Matt Cardona, and I was like, oh shit, her and Chuck.
Yeah,
Chelsea
right.
Yeah,
You got
Bianca
Lash
come
and
back
Trick.
and have
Trick
cool
and-
tags,
yeah.
and
Trick and Lash.
Trick and Lash. There's potential.
Johnny Wrestling and Candace. No, I'm
Right.
joking.
Alex-
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah. No, there's a lot.
Another
There's a
fucking
lot.
ball dropped in the creative field. I feel like they could have done. They could have made some
Yeah.
money with that.
There's a lot, and actually David just put out a good one too with Carmelo and Kalani. Maybe when Kalani comes up,
Yeah.
maybe they revisit it. Maybe they revisit it then. David, what were your thoughts on this, David?
They can bring back that old mixed match with the mixed tag match challenge.
Mixed
or whatever
tags.
you-
Mhm.
But going back to Cole, it makes you wonder. Yeah, we know Cole had a little history with Becky because what she gave him the Bexy Award for the worst commentator, which she balled up. But is Cole rattled? Because remember his little promo after Punk where he addressed McAfee, where he's basically kind of
Mhm.
disowned McAfee. So it'd be kind of a little play off of that, low key.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like you said, him and McAfee were tight, but him and Cody are tight. So he's in a weird spot, I guess, as far as drama goes. But I definitely wanted to touch on that match there with that. That segment. So our match coming up though after that was Bailey and Lash Legend. So I of course, we have Lash has Nia outside of the ring, and Bailey has Lyra. This has continued to build, and we should just keep going with this women's. It's getting a little old to me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's getting a little old to me now. The matches itself is whatever. Lash just kind of uses her power to her advantage. Bailey fights back, gets some cool top rope offense there. At one point, though, Nia Jax trips Bailey behind the referee's back, which then causes Lyra to come around the ring and kind of goes at Nia, but Nia kind of catches her real quick, and that doesn't work out too well for her. And then Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, of course, come out to disrupt. Like I said, this is kind of being a very repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is being very repetitive. The chaos continues outside of the ring. Bailey and Lash battle on the top rope. Lyra grabs Lash's leg from the outside there, causing a nice reversal for Bailey. Bailey rolls Lash up, and then Lyra's holding Lash's foot as Bailey gets the pin, defeating her. I basically just explained the whole match, but it really didn't matter because this is just kind of we're just running. We're running it back. We're running it back is basically what all the women's tag matches every week is like. Okay, we'll come back out again, and it's just like. So, what do you guys think? Is this storyline becoming interesting, chaotic, or boring? I vote for boring. Brandon, I'll start with you, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm kind of like where they go. Like, where is it going? Do they have
Yeah.
Is there a 8-woman tag match for the titles at WrestleMania?
Right.
Yes or no? Like, if that's if that's happening, then this makes sense. The repetitious, like I got the best of you, you got the best of whatever, and mixing it up or whatever, then that makes sense. But like, I don't think that's been.
Yeah, they announced it last Monday.
Did it? Did it
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah, it's Lash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lash and Nia, Charlotte, Alexa, Lyra,
Bella Twins.
Bayley, and the Bellas.
Yeah. So the Bella Twins coming back or whatever made sense because I figured that would be the Mania push or whatever for that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm not loving it. I wish I could, but
Same.
I'm not loving it because like Bella's chemistry is like in the toilet and their wrestling is
More in the toilet.
like yeah, it's just like it's like dusty. Like it's just they're not clicking. You know, they've been out for a while or whatever. Nia is a botch factory. So like it's just I just don't. It's just not. She never works well for me. She's a great heel and she's on the mic and doing that kind of stuff. But when it comes to in-ring work, she still has a lot like that I feel that like that she needs help with. And there's only so many people can carry her. You know, as it is. You know, the friendship thing with Charlotte and Alexa is over with people, and it's fine or whatever. And Bayley and Lyra's like, oh well, we're gonna get the WrestleMania redemption, you know, this year because you got pulled last year for Becky. Like, I don't. It's not enough. Like it's just. It's bland.
Yeah,
it's just bland.
Hev, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to piggyback too much off of that, but I mean, I could see where that's coming from. I mean, I don't mind what they're doing. It's just, I just feel like you're right. It is kind of repetitive, and I just feel like it doesn't really make sense because like they're just throwing two people together. None of these people really feel like tag team partners except for the Bella Twins, and one of them, I forget which one it is. One of them rolled their ankle really bad.
Nikki.
That might be why she won't there tonight.
They 100% reason why they weren't there tonight.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, they would have walked out. Like Charlotte.
Like
why did Charlotte and Alexa walk out for no reason other than?
And I get building the fight like for that to happen because they do that with like a bunch of shit when like there's an elimination chamber match or whatever that like there's like all these run-ins are like, oh, you're gonna fight, we're gonna do this or whatever. Like it makes sense, but like it just I don't know, it's falling flat for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Gabe's saying they got some paid audience members out there.
That sounds like a
during the punk promo.
That's fine.
but yeah, go ahead.
I think that's. I mean, I can see where you're coming from with the frustration. Again, it's one of those matches again on the card is just trying to fill.
Yeah.
And it's just
grab a snack.
Yeah, they're just trying to Triple H is trying to make everybody happy, right? There's people every year if somebody gets left off of WrestleMania, we always say, well, what happened to so-and-so? And this is kind of like their way of just, even like the ladder matches coming up, they're adding more people to it. It's just their way of just trying to cram as many people in so they can feel like they have a WrestleMania match. And it just sucks because then the product suffers, right? Everybody goes home, the wrestlers go home happy, but, it's a bathroom break match for sure.
David, what are you thinking?
I mean, the one little smile and I just kind of like laughed and like what the hell moment when Alexa and Charlotte were started attacking. Charlotte was whipping the girl with her jacket.
That didn't make any sense. I was like, what the fuck is she doing?
Like they didn't even need to go out there. They literally served no purpose tonight at all.
But Matt, she hit her with her.
No, I know. The whole shit was dumb. Yeah. It's goofy shit. Goofy shit.
This is goofy shit. Like, what are we doing?
I'm totally.
What's the surprise that Lash actually took a pin, even though it wasn't clean?
Yeah.
I will say
I like Lash. She's got I like her, but like she got to break off from Nia because I get why they do have chemistry. They're bougie bad bitches and like they want to fuck shit up, and I respect that. It's just when it comes to in ring, It's night and day. Like Lash is like,
Yeah, which is crazy, right? Like Lash is new, but she's way above. Yeah.
Did anybody else feel like Lyra was a little late on that assist? Because it just felt like it was a weird.
She went
thing.
back twice.
It's like she was like holding it for so long, and then
she
like
did it for a second, and then she went left, and then she like came back and did it again.
When she picked her up, I don't think she was even like up on the apron yet. So I'm like, oh, she's picking her up kind of weird. This is a botch.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time like I realized, oh, she's supposed to be grabbing the legs, I'm like, oh, she's late on that. That's your late.
Yeah.
That just looked weird.
Her big fluffer shoes got in the way.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about this match,
she didn't have to cut a promo.
Yeah. The crazy thing that I'm thinking about with this match, though, to be honest with you guys, I don't know how you feel. I have no idea who's going to win this match.
I don't think anybody cares.
I mean, I don't care. That's a good point. I don't care, but I also have no idea. I have no idea.
I would like to see Bailey and Lyra just let them get something, but I got a feeling
maybe Charlotte and Alexa. Maybe
they are going to retain. I got a feeling.
Here's my prediction: the Bellas will win.
Oh Lord!
And then they'll
don't get me started.
And then they'll drop it. They'll drop it like right after, like not like a week or two after. Like get them a WrestleMania, fucking tag champion win, blah blah blah. Then they can fucking go right off on their horse.
If the Bellas win, we know for damn sure the Bellas have got some photos from Johnny Ace.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if the Bellas win, there's a high probability that they will get big time boos. Big time boos. Big time boos. Because I think everyone's sick of them. I mean, they got the early pop when they came back, but then we saw them wrestle and we're like, we're good.
The whole thing with Stephanie, which was like terrible, like it just
it has not.
There was a Danhausen segment during the commercial, I think, before that too.
Oh, I didn't see that. Go ahead. Talk about it. Talk about it.
He's just
T-shirt Cannonhausen. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. He came out and did the T-shirt thing.
Got a slammy.
Every week. He brought a slammy out, which I thought was just peak.
Love it.
Love that,
dude. So go ahead, finish that.
And then I don't know. There's like a thing. Like I feel like he is cursed because every time he goes out to give out these fucking shirts, he can never get his Cannonhausen thing to work. And even tonight, like he tore on the thing, shoots off like 2 shirts, and he's like, "Oh, is it broken?" And then all of a sudden, like 5 shirts shoot out to like the same guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, the whole purpose of the cannon, because you just fucked up and you handed like 10 to one person. So they
is he doing it on purpose?
Maybe it's a bit. Yeah, that's what
I think it is. I think it is. Because remember the first time he did the T-shirt giveaway, he just had like a handful. He just threw it to one person.
He's like, pass him around. Like that guy's 100% not passing him around. Yeah. He's gonna keep them for himself. He's gonna sell them.
So one thing I want to point out.
Never wrestles.
Oh man.
Just keep him in the segments like that with the cursed shit and like.
I tell you what, Friday night
with the arm.
Friday night was amazing with the arm.
That was hilarious.
But the arm was the great. But you know what my favorite part of Danhausen on that Friday segment was the fact that he was trying to go for the tag, and tag. Miz would have tagged him, but he goes, "Oh, I know why. I'll grab the rope. Grab the rope. That's why he won't tag." Like as soon as I grab the rope, then he'll tag me. Just those little comedy things is just like, oh, I know why. I'll grab the rope. Like I thought that was. Yeah, he's money. He's money for sure, which is great considering that I think it was me, Hev, and David with his debut. We were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. So, because I chimed in because I knew a little bit from me. And
David knew a little bit. Yeah.
They've already done so much with him.
Crushing it.
He's I never want to see him in the ring wrestling.
Right, same. Never.
There's no need.
I don't think he's bad. Yeah, but I'm like you.
There's no need though. Like the whole purpose of wrestling is to get popular so you can sell merch. Like like you rap and
he's already
album you go on tour.
He's the number one. He's been the number one guy every week.
He's number one. So you never and he has 30,
and he's on every show.
Seconds.
Every show.
30 seconds.
When are we all? We all got to order the mask and do the show.
Yeah, for Halloween, we'll order the Danhausen mask and do that. I love it. Yeah,
he ruined it by then.
Yeah, well, that's a fair point too. All right, so next, go ahead. You have something, Darth Vader?
They were in Houston. Just a quick shout out. They were in Houston, and like whatever the football guy was there, where he got his pop or whatever, and then they like panning the celebrities. But
Mark Henry. Oh yeah,
Mark Henry too. Yeah, I guess that's
Mark
fine.
Henry.
Hey, he's a DJ. He's a DJ, bro. He's a DJ.
He got the biggest pop. But
Yeah.
Bun B was in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Bun B is
Like,
pretty cool.
Yeah,
He actually
that's
stayed.
my man.
He actually stayed in the seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Bun B.
I still gotta try one of those Trill burgers. I never had one,
Same.
but I hear they're
Same.
delicious. I heard they're delicious. So
Same.
you've had them? You had them, Hev?
No, they just look great.
No, you haven't. Yeah. I love burgers. So, next segment, we get Seth Rollins coming back, and yeah, man, I like this segment. He basically celebrates in ring, and I love how he celebrates. He's like super excited to be back, and he wants everyone to sing that song, and everyone's doing the whoa as he's like running around the ring, not running, but just walking and just basking in it. I absolutely love the segment, and I love that during his little promo, he said he served up Brock Lesnar on a silver platter for Oba Femi. He took credit for that, which I thought was interesting. And he said his goal is to destroy the Vision and get his championship back that he never lost. He also calls out Gunther, basically saying he's ready for him, but kind of alluded to like he's not sure why he would align himself with Paul Heyman. And then as he's kind of cutting that promo, Gunther attacks him from behind, start brawling, out of the ring and all that kind of stuff. Our wonderful WWE security tries to break it all up again. Yeah, I think those were producers that time. Yeah, I don't think there was any security. They got destroyed later in the night. But yeah, then the camera follows Gunther backstage, and he confronts Paul Heyman. And Paul basically says, I don't know why you did it, but I owe you a very big thank you. And the thing I love about Gunther, true to his character, he goes, oh, you owe me more than a big thank you. And he walks away. So how you guys feeling about the Gunther and Seth? Now, like I kind of alluded to, my opinion on this one in particular, as Heavy loses a lung. My thoughts on this in particular was, I love the match on paper. I just don't necessarily love the build. David, what are you kind of thinking about this match? Did this segment get you hyper about it or anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Seth back. I mean, actually come out to a real entrance so he can. That was his first real one since coming back. Yeah, because he's been coming through the crowd. You noticing too, he's keeping to that black where he's with the hood, so he's not doing this cold, bright.
As long as he wasn't wearing a hoodie.
Yeah. I think the match, I mean, we know Gunther's style. Gunther's just going to be a bruiser. So, I mean, it's going to be an interesting mix of styles. Yeah, but then, of course, the backstage segment, they just setting it up because we know how Heyman's favors work out for him, and that's why he got that old shit look. Yeah. Basically, that's definitely looks like it's setting him, Gunther and Brock up.
Absolutely. Hev, what do you think of this segment?
I thought the segment was good. I don't know if I have too much more to add to that. I did like the nod to Oba Femi, and then like the pop for Oba Femi. The crowd is hot for Oba. I mean, Oba's not even coming out for another hour or half hour or so, and I mean that pop was crazy for him. And then Seth kind of acknowledged it and said, yeah, he is the future. So I did like that. I thought that this was like the why, right? Like he attacked him. And now Seth is like setting up the why, and him saying like, I got a problem with you now, and I'll see your ass at Mania. So this was like the whole, the response to it. So I mean, I thought it was fine. Nothing crazy. I'm just a little bit more confused because when you watch these insiders and these people talk online, like Meltzer and everything, they say, I'm sure we'll get to the next segment, but they're like, the original plan was for Gunther to fight Rey Mysterio and potentially retire him, but Rey was hurt. And then, they had Braun Breaker lined up for Seth, but obviously then they had to pivot. So then I get to thinking, okay, fine. Seth is back now. And then really, I guess they didn't want Seth to be alone or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why, but like, Rey is back. So Rey and Gunther can still do their match, but I mean, I guess it's better money to see this, but I'd much rather see a retirement match, honestly, with Rey put him out of his misery.
I think we are going to get that eventually for sure.
We're going to get it.
Yeah.
We're going to get it.
They said Braun is clear too. So
they said Braun's clear. So I'm.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So
well, they had like announced it, but it's like dirt sheets and stuff.
I just feel like they're with Seth's timing, giving the injuries to the other guys. Don't book him for WrestleMania. There's not enough time to tell a story appropriately.
Yeah.
And Gunther too, because he hasn't done anything since AJ. If you're not like they say it all the time, right? What are professional wrestlers? They're storytellers. There's no story. And they're having to pivot and get the end, and like we were talking about earlier about like making sure that everybody's got a WrestleMania match or whatever, like having Gunther a Mania, Seth a Mania, like it makes sense, but it doesn't. Like make it make sense. Like that's where you like lose me from it. Do I think that Seth and Gunther is going to be a great match? Yes,
absolutely.
Did you see like the preview of them just tonight where they were like transitioning between the choke to the stomp to the this, whatever? Like, yeah, it's gonna be good because they're both great wrestlers. But the fact that there's no story now at this far, and if they're telling it quickly, fine. But like, there's no story. Then it doesn't mean as much.
If one thing I noticed with Gunther in particular, they struggle to tell stories with Gunther. If you really think about it, if it's not a retirement match, like the Pat McAfee match, that was just a random. We came back from commercial break and he's yelling at Michael Cole.
Yeah,
like they literally Gunther. I feel like they just don't know how to tell stories with him, like unless it's a retirement match.
At least you got to give him props on one thing. They basically admitted, "Hey, we don't have a story for this."
Basically,
like I don't know why they did it.
Yeah, these guys are good. Like that's basically what they did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a struggle, but I am looking forward to it. We're all looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good match.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Yeah. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
And before we move to the next one little small thing. I can't remember what segment. Another little Easter egg. It might have been when they were showing Rhea and Io backstage. It was one of the ones, but freaking Maxine and Theory again in the background talking.
Oh, you love that story.
It's just weird.
I just want both of them gone. I mean, hopefully they fall in love and move to Hawaii. I don't know.
That's the second or third one.
We'll see. Maybe Maxine will join the Vision. Who knows?
They debuted that Hogan trailer too, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, how about Hogan, piece of shit? All right.
And look, I think it was just.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna watch it.
Racist scumbag who I'm glad is dead, but like the iconography of his, art in the, in my childhood is there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I would love to watch his downfall.
They were horrible people, but business wouldn't be where it is for either one of them. Yeah. I think this was coincidence in a bad way, but they showed that trailer right after Mark Henry got the pop. Like Mark Henry dates Hogan.
Yeah, he does. All right, so our next match, my favorite match of the night, 6-man tag. As soon as it got announced, I was like, Penta, Dragon Lee, Javon, and Los Americanos. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. I was like, damn, this is gonna be good. Of course, fast-paced, high-flying match. One thing to know early in the match, actually, Javon, when he got in there right away, they cut backstage and you watch Kofi Kingston watching Javon kind of smiling. So Kofi's still going after Javon, trying to convince him to join the New Day because him and Grayson Waller are going at it, as we saw in the backstage segment there. Javon, showcase quick offense, counters, all that kind of good stuff. But one sequence that I thought was super dope was when they all dove out of the ring on opposite sides. So it was like Dragon Lee, Javon, and Penta. Like, I was like, man, the crowd was going nuts for it. Really awesome match. The crowd, really reacted strongly to everything. And then, we get a little surprise. Post match. And by the way, the team of Dragon Lee, Javon, and Penta end up getting the win. But after the match is what really caused the talk. Rey Mysterio's music hits. Rey's good to go for WrestleMania. Comes into the ring with the microphone, and he said he talked with the general manager, and he said the ladder match is missing one more person, and it's going to be him. So I'm hyped for this.
It really wasn't missing anybody else.
It wasn't, but I'm still hyped that Rey Mysterio.
He has a couple extra people if you want my 2 cents. Rusev, why?
Well, yeah. So now with Rey in there, I kind of thought the same thing, Brandon. Where I was just like, "Damn, Rusev is really the oddball out in this one." Like, I don't know what he's gonna do.
He's just gonna hold the ladder while everyone else flips off of it. Like that's. There and like fucking Zangief and just like spin around a helicopter with the ladder and knock all out of them all over the ring. I guess.
I mean, I think Rey makes the match better. I mean, what do you think, Darth Vader? I'll start with you.
I think
he matched it better.
I've wanted Rey to retire for like 6 or 7 years, or when since I've kind of picked back up watching it. He's slow. He's unsafe. He just needs to retire. Like he just does. And I'm sure I can't imagine being in his, position, for that, because like he's doing what he can to prolong his body with like stem cells and like doing a crazy shit. But still, I'm just like,
stem cells?
Yeah, he like injects stem cells or like into his like neck and like crazy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. So like something like that. I'm pretty sure. It's just time.
I'm pretty sure. I read it on the internet. Must be true. It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
Yeah, right. Somewhere.
Like,
I'm gonna Google it.
I've never heard that before, but okay.
Yeah, we just take it as take your word for it. Yeah, we're gonna take your word for it. Sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure. I was like, wait.
Hev, what do you think? You think Rey makes a match better? It is true.
Yeah, is credited comprehensive stem cell therapy for extending his career.
There you go.
Those stem cells.
Hev, what do you think? You think this hypes the match up a little bit more?
I mean, again, it's like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of luchadors. It's a lot of masked people running around. You're just gonna add another guy there. It's just, I don't know. It's we all know what this is. This is a spot fest, right? This is just a spot fest match. They have these matches. Yeah, they have these every year, and usually it's like a tag match or something. I remember the one year R-Truth and who was it? 40 won the belts, or whoever Truth was teaming at the time. I think it might have been Miz. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a spot fest match, so I'm not really expecting anything other than just great spots. I want to see what Javon's gonna do. If this kid's gonna break his neck, I'm fully thinking he's gonna do something ridiculous. Rey,
dude, even tonight when he jumped off that top rope, he jumped so high off of that top rope. It is
absolutely
crazy.
Insane. Yeah, it's insane. He's made of rubber. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah.
I feel like this is sorry to jump back in, but like I feel like this is a fix of what they missed last year, because they did like the tag team match or whatever that was like happened like a week later on SmackDown or whatever, that had like the Street Profits and like DIY and like that really dope fucking match that was like WrestleMania worthy, that they didn't even put on the card. Like it wasn't on the card. You know what I mean? Yeah. They went with like the War Street Raiders Profits and like the other shit. You know what I mean? Like the Street Profits ended up winning, but that was like Street Profits, DIY, maybe Motor City Machine Guns and another one. I like, it was just super dope, and there's carnage and spots everywhere, but like it all made sense, and like it was all good. But I feel like since they caught so much flack for like not
as they should
like that, yes, right, but like I don't think this is it though. Like it's close, because like Javon's gonna fucking be crazy, Penta's gonna be crazy, Dragon Lee's fucking crazy, but it's just, I don't know.
Again, there's too many people that they're trying to satisfy. I think this is another way just to cram as many people into again. And
the Rusev one really puzzles me though. That is
JD
tough.
doesn't need to be in there either.
Yeah.
JD, but at least JD, he can do some cool athletic moves. Like I
Yeah,
don't,
he's
but
a
Rusev is
he's a great
totally like,
wrestler. Yeah.
but Rusev is like totally out of the box
He's a
from
ground
everyone
technician.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just totally. David, what are your thoughts?
Man, I had a feeling there was going to be another one added. I didn't see it being Ray because, I mean, when do you ever see an odd man ladder match, really? It's usually 6 or something like that. I like it for Ray. At least he's getting one more mania without him actually getting retired at it, since he didn't miss it last year for injuries. So, man, it's going to be, I mean,
If
it's going to be a big old spot fest. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully it's this
It's going to be enjoyable, but it's just like it's
just going to be
mid-card filler.
I think we talked about it Friday, Matt, and Jared and I talked about it last week. Is this going to be one of the first hour matches?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either, because you don't want to put this on ESPN.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if you're drawing, so that'd be.
Trust me, I think they're going to put heavy hitters on ESPN. So, and I'm sure you guys saw the promo too.
They'd probably put Seth and Gunther first. Like, if I had to weigh it out, I would probably say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys saw, they said that tomorrow morning on Get Up they're going to announce the night cards. Yeah, who's on what night and all that. I don't know if we'll get the order. I doubt that. But
yeah, I don't think they do the order, but we already kind of know it between the blue and the gold.
Well, that's the theory. That's a theory, David. That's a theory. We don't want to take that as law, but
screenshot it. I will almost guarantee it. Match for that.
What are the odds that Oba Femi and Brock actually knock one of those guys out the main event?
I'm like what D Walker just said. I'm leaning more. I think it's going to be an opening match, but I think it's going to be Saturday.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be the Sunday one.
Well, no, because
I think it'll be. See, I think it'll be Sunday too, just because that's on ESPN. That's on the main ESPN. But the first night is ESPN 2.
But just because of what their flyer color was the same stuff as like Orton and Cody.
Well, again, that's a theory. That's a theory, brother. It's not law. It's not law. He sees the flyer. He's like, these are this is the.
I mean, David's at home, with the little whiteboard connected.
The red.
The guy from Sunny from Philadelphia, always Sunny, he's smoking a cigarette. Look.
Yeah.
I told you.
We're gonna screenshot all of them right now.
Do you think the NFL predicts the Super Bowl winners with the colors when they do?
Yeah, right, with the logos. Yeah. Oh, it's too funny. But yeah, so and then speaking
of Commanders colors next year.
Oh boy.
So speaking of things that don't happen, but the WWE can always surprise you. David and I always talk about the Raw and SmackDown rosters and how they don't cross over. And David's like, nah, no SmackDown people ever wrestle unless it's for a title. Unless it's for a title match. And then, we don't get a title match, but B-Fab and Meechin from SmackDown come over to wrestle Rhea and Io Sky, little match. And very similar to what I said earlier about the women's tag. We're just we're running it back again. Like it's the same shit every week. So yeah, short match, minimal back and forth. Rhea and Io pretty much control it, which you would expect against B-Fab and Meechin. Match ends quickly. Rhea and Io end up winning with that. But then after the bell, of course, Jade Cargill comes into the ring. They start beating everyone down. B-Fab and Meechin hold Rhea in the corner and watch as Jade beats down Io with a kendo stick. Pretty much the same as always. Are you guys any more excited about this match, or are we just ready to get this going here? I'll start with you, David. That was a great reaction.
I mean, do we even mention what the fuck was she wearing? Or what I
the rose bouquet or whatever that was.
Dude,
I took notes of stuff that I wanted to talk about. I said Jade looking like a spicy Cheeto.
A spicy Cheeto. Flaming hot Cheeto. She's a flaming hot Cheeto.
Like a damn one of novelty spicy handcuffs or something like that. The little furry handcuffs.
She probably got it out of Becky Lynch's closet. Her and Seth always have the craziest freaking outfits.
Looks like something Seth would have wore.
It does. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Brandon, would you think of this little spot here? You any more excited for the Mania match?
I enjoy watching B-Fab wrestle. I think she has some potential.
That's surprising.
She's very green, but I feel like she has potential. She just needs more reps. Because like she got jumped from the valet spot into like actually wrestling. I think she has potential. She's stiff and green, but I think she has it because like she has attitude and swagger and like she can do that. And her botches aren't as gigantic and known as the current WWE Women's Champion is.
As her leader,
is a fucking botch-aholic, and she looks great. I don't want her to play Storm in Marvel, however, no thank you. But she looks great, but she can't wrestle. Like they've been trying to, they threw her with Bianca to like take off some of the pressure or whatever. Now like this weird ass faction that came up out of nowhere that again booking makes no fucking sense. Like that too. Like it's just like, oh, you can't beat them, join them. Like
I know that was yeah. I agree.
But I like watching out of like that threesome. I like watching B-Fab wrestle because she's young. She's not in the spotlight and there's not all that weight on her already. So there's only room for her to grow. And I like watching her wrestle.
And I also feel like Jade kind of is a victim of the injury bug too, because I'm sure they had stuff planned with Naomi and Bianca, and that whole thing just kind of.
Oh, sure. Like, yeah, that whole.
This is definitely a pivot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because like Naomi getting pregnant through a fucking wrench and everything. What's her face hurting her finger, like, or getting pregnant and hurting her finger, maybe.
Oh, is that a rumor too?
No, I'm
okay.
Because like. She's been out for
they were talking about like she might have to get her finger amputated. I saw that. I was like, whoa.
But I'm thinking like she took a long time off of like posting on social media and stuff and doing things. So I'm like, well, maybe the injury is real and the surgery is real, but maybe it happened.
You know what? And they always say when the female gets pregnant, the guy gains a lot of weight. And we saw Montez.
He did look. He's like Montez.
We did see Montez. Maybe your theory's not too far off there. Any more excited about this match?
No, I'm just ready for I'm ready for it to be over. You know, I think that they did a decent job building the match, and I think the problem with what we're experiencing now, especially with creative, is there's been so many pivots, right? This shouldn't be Jade and Rhea at Romania, right? Even though it's like it is cool to kind of see that, but like it should have been like Naomi, or it should have been for sure Bianca Belair. I would have loved to see that. Would have been like spectacular. Yeah. But again, it's like all these pivots, and then they just don't really connect the dots all the way. And like you know, like Brandon said, this doesn't really make sense. And then you're just like, you know, we get the story, and they're okay, cool. But then if you're getting fed a nothing burger, you're gonna be starving for more, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Like, so then you get the repetitive shit every week, which is what we're seeing with a lot of these stories. Just the same thing because there's no substance there. So unfortunately, like I would love them to have like a whole build since, you know, Survivor Series of like them going back and forth or something happening or whatever. But it just hasn't really been there. So.
If I had to guess, I'd probably guess that if Bianca or Naomi was healthy, they would be wrestling Jade, and then Rhea and Io would be in that mixed women's tag match. Because that would bring a lot of juice to that women's tag.
They drop the titles
big time
to pivot. I think Jay's going to drop the belt to Rhea at WrestleMania, and I think
for sure.
Pivoted the tag champs. Like, all right, you got to drop those titles so you can go get into this story and then move forward or whatever. So we can take this botch queen.
Hot take: I would like to see Jade retain.
Whoa! All right, give us your reasons. Give us your reasons.
The only reason why is because
she looks good. Besides that, I'm just messing.
I'm not saying she deserves it, but if we're gonna throw a curveball in this whole thing,
that would be a curveball.
That's a curveball, you know.
Oh my God! If she wins and the Bella Twins win, bro, Come on, man.
I can see. And the other thing the reason why I can see Jade retain because those two right there in the middle. You got the two They're there for a reason. They're there for a reason. That's the only thing. I'm like, why is Michin and what's her name, Fab or whatever, B-Fab. Why are they there? They're to help her retain.
Numbers.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shenanigans. I can smell it a mile away, and I can see her retaining, and I can see people getting pissed off, and so. And Triple H.
Maybe she holds it until like Naomi or Bianca.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, did she hold it?
If that's the move, then I'm okay with it. Like,
I see if Jade wins, I think what you were saying before, Bianca's closer to returning than what they're leading on. Absolutely. Naomi's going to be a while. I don't think they actually officially announced, but I think Rikishi slipped up. Yeah, she had the baby like in March. Rikishi slipped up on some podcasts, said everybody was healthy, which is that's always.
Boy got a big mouth.
Yeah, Rikishi
and a big ass.
That too.
Yeah.
If Jade retains, that means I think Bianca is close.
Maybe closer to coming back.
So I don't love it, Hev, but you connected the dots, and I'd be okay with it. I don't love it, but it makes sense. Yeah, like it makes sense
because that's a story that revenge or this or that or whatever. Like that could work.
But here's the other thing: they have got to one up on Rhea every single time.
Yeah,
I mean,
then that's usually an indicator that's
it is
winning. Next week,
it is.
We'll see.
We'll see. So after this, we get a quick little backstage segment with the Judgment Day, where they're all they're having their little issues or whatever, and then it basically kind of cuts to just Liv and Roxanne kind of talking, and then Stephanie sneaks up behind Liv and literally throws her through the TV. TV smash. I was like, oh, damn. So just throwing a little seasoning on this match. Now, one thing I want to say about this match in particular for Mania, I do like what WWE is doing, because if you notice, a lot of this stuff is like pre-taped, or it's just like they're just sprinkling in like, hey, this match is still here, but we know we don't have a lot, because I think it's probably Stephanie's language barrier that kind of makes them kind of go in this direction, which makes sense. You know what I mean? But I am excited for the match, and I like this little segment. Anything you guys want to add? Any you want to jump in on that particular segment?
I think that there is a little bit more in there that especially if Liv wins, Roxanne's going to turn, because that shit was Finn's, and then sitting up.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah, God Almighty, I don't know if it's real heat between, but every single backstage fight, whatever these two women have had, they have literally beat the shit out of each other.
I love it.
Yeah,
like I don't think they're not letting this like legit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Brandon,
this is my favorite segment of the night.
Yes,
like the pipe bomb was great or whatever, but like that 12 seconds where Stephanie beat her ass,
gonna say, yeah.
Like that's my favorite part. I was like, holy shit. And then she's talking like she just talked some shit and then like fucking left. I was like, this is great. It's quick. It's not drawn out. It's explosive. It'll make us say like, oh shit. When she like fucking hit her and like when they did like threw her into the sign and then fucking suplexed her or whatever, like on her back and like the back, like gorilla. Like, holy, like, this is great. Like, this is that story. This is that buildup. These bitches don't like each other. They're ready to
this is the shit they need to be doing with the match on the screen with Rhea and Jade. Like, this is the kind of shit they need to be doing with Rhea and Jade. Like, sprinkling and not live shit.
To do it on Twitter. Like, they got into, like, Twitter beef and stuff.
And that was good. That was good, actually. I thought that was good.
Real? Is that...
No, yeah, everybody was like... Yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? If it was real or not, So I'm like, you guys got to bring that over, onto the screen too. They tried, but it just kind of fell flat. Like this, like Liv telling her the other night or whatever that like your mom's a bitch or whatever, and then it's like that or what. I was just like, yes, this is how you tell like women's wrestling stories. Like let them beat the shit out of each other. They don't like each other. Like this like makes sense. So whoever's like producing this shit, like is on the right
They're
track.
doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
And with them doing that little segment earlier with Stephanie, giving Matt subtitles, that made you happy.
Mhm.
It made you think, okay, you're not gonna have no interaction. What? And then all of a sudden, that attack came out of nowhere. I ain't gonna lie, when I first glanced, I was like, "Is that fucking Raquel attacking her?" Because it looked like Raquel.
I did too.
At first, you weren't sure. Yeah. It was quick. Have you want to touch on it?
Little small. They did some small little teaser vignette where like Liv's. It was like not maybe a segment or two before. It was only like 10 seconds. Like a bunch of people and like women sitting in chairs, and they had Liv's theme just kind of playing faintly.
Boy, you don't miss anything, brother.
No, I was just like.
Where's that white boy?
I didn't even see that. He's like, it was only 10 seconds. She was like sitting in a chair and they were playing her music. I'm like, God damn, you really are the guy from Insane. You really are the guy from Insane.
Where's that whiteboard at, man? I gotta take a look at this.
God damn. Yeah, what you can't see to the left of David is a whole whiteboard.
Right
That's it.
It's got that shit. That whole closet is converted in there.
I was halfway through.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad to get Davis here to catch that because I was
Hell yeah.
It was like I almost missed it though. I literally just like
I missed the fucking attack. I turned my head and next thing I know she's like fighting. I'm like, oh wait,
What happened?
what happened?
yeah, you weren't expecting it. I was ready for.
They broke that Roku TV too. They smashed that.
They sure did. Yeah.
One thing like Stephanie related that happens later that just I enjoyed was that when Triple H came out for the contract signing, there was that little girl that was in like this Stephanie Vicaire like cosplay. And like he made it a point to like go over there and he was like, shaking hands and doing stuff and like he grabbed her horns and like give her a little pat on the head kind of. But then he also brought like he made sure Stu, I assume, like or whatever on the camera was like, here, come see this like this little girl or whatever. She was awesome. Like so I appreciated that from him. Yeah.
And I do love the story they're telling with Stephanie and Liv in terms of like Liv being the born with a silver spoon in her mouth, so to speak, and Steph like is like, hey, I'm doing this for all the girls, all the little girls out there that which that's why Triple H shook her hand and did all that stuff. So
there's some truth, and I think that's all. They're also kind of playing into like the internet like too with Liv. Is because like she is like Tripp's like go-to girl, like Royal Rumble winner, like this, that, or whatever, like all her accolades, Night of Champions, like this, that, all the Saudi Arabia shit. Like she is like his like go-to girl. Rhea's the most over and the biggest star, but Liv is the workhorse. Like Liv is the one that like gets the
she's on TV all the time.
Job done. You know what I mean?
She's on the TV all the time.
Holy cow. It happened so quick. I'm just looking at the damn replay between Liv when Liv got pushed into Roxanne. Their heads fucking collided.
Clank.
Like, yeah, I mean, that was just not.
Not. Yeah, man, it's getting physical. It's getting physical. So our final segment of the night is our contract signing, and we know how contract signings go. So we have our contract signing for Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi. Brock comes out first with a little Paul Heyman introduction, of course. Then Oba Femi makes his entrance. And actually, no, it was before Oba Femi's entrance. David and I caught it. I don't know if you guys caught it, but they put up the credits before Oba even came out. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? Are we not going to see the contract sign? What the hell's going on?
Like a full
so had to be a botch. Had to be a botch because then it wasn't for another full 5 minutes or so.
That, though. Like
they have.
Yeah, I feel like
it was just an odd spot.
I just feel like I've since the pandemic, I've actually started working in like video production like stuff. I feel like that was a chance for them to slate what they needed to without stepping on the action that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't because it ended in chaos. Like it wasn't done. Like it just like ended. So like that moment where it's a low, let's slate the lower third or whatever, make it happen. And then like they're not stepping on in any action or like the text of their names isn't like, obstructing like a guy getting fucking thrown like he did like a couple weeks ago or
And-
whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty
You know what I mean?
chaotic.
And they wanted you to notice it, because
Yeah.
if that whole
Yeah.
chaos is happening and they just kind of flash at the bottom and they're just punching, you're not gonna pay attention to that. So
Right.
True.
They
That's true.
did, you notice it for sure. And then
So Oba's.
Yeah.
Let me finish. So Oba's music hits. He goes out to the ring doing his little dance, and they cut to the crowd. And I mean, man, we talk about it every week that he is so over. That crowd is loud as shit. I don't know what was louder, Oba or Seth Rollins when he finally came back and everyone was singing. Like, Oba is so over. And then Oba gets up on the apron,
But
and
did
before
you
he can
notice
even get, go ahead.
before he even got in the apron, did you know he did he mocked Brock?
Yeah, he did his little
Yeah.
funky tonk thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's a
I
little dance.
love that shit.
Brock actually smiled at him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
So,
love
so as soon as Oba gets on the apron, Brock already goes at it, and we don't even get a contract signed. So I don't know if this match is happening. I'm joking. But but they just go at it. I mean, they're literally throwing chairs, WWE security. They keep hiring these guys from Indeed, and they just can't seem to stop anybody. I mean, I feel like we talk about this every week, but we're very excited for this match for sure. My question to you guys, are you most excited for this match out of all the other matches on Mania? David?
Oh yeah, I mean, they're definitely this up there. It's definitely one of the 3 main events.
They're
Like,
knocking
where
this
you
shit out the
start.
park with the build-up.
Yeah,
They're knocking it out the park.
And they're getting the plug that it's getting on ESPN itself. I think they're getting more out of that. Like I said, that's why it would not
Yeah.
surprise me if that's night 1 opener.
Yeah.
Brandon, what are you thinking? Are you
I'm-
most excited for this, or?
I'm glad I'm enjoying Oba's trajectory because like watching him in NXT for a little while and then like watching him come up like and just not skip a beat. Like he's already like in the fold and he's wrestled like they fed him a couple of guys, for things like that. But like this, it makes I'm more excited about him than really Brock Lesnar. Like I don't care about I don't care about Brock Lesnar. Like I stopped watching wrestling when he started like that whole like the whole ruthless aggression era during John Cena's like thing or whatever. Like I didn't really watch until like the pandemic era like started happening. And that's when I kind of like picked it back up again. So like I know Brock Lesnar and the UFC, like all that stuff. Like I know it. He's a freak of nature or whatever. But like I'm more excited for Oba because like he is so over with the fans and like he's just charismatic as fuck and like he can do it all. Like so I'm more excited to let him get in Mania, get it started, and just fucking run with it. And glad I'm thankful as a fan for Brock doing this because there's been like things or whatever that like he's getting a pretty good payday to like make sure that this fight gets super hyped and that becomes like a big fucking deal, and now it is. So
and he's knocking it out of the park with his
allegedly.
He's knocking it out of the park too with his facial expressions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's knocking it. He's selling the shit out of this.
Brock
match.
is
He's knocking
literally
it out of the
one
park.
of the best sellers there is when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that
knocking this
he's
out the
doing this for him, I respect him more because of that. Like he's been putting him over and like in these like spots and like that kind of stuff. This segment, like so when it all meets up to Mania, it's not gonna be a fucking squash match. It's gonna be like a fucking brawl, and it's gonna be good. I'm looking more forward to this match than Punk and Roman.
Me too.
And probably than Cody and Randy too. Like this to me is like one of the definite highlights of the whole card.
100%. Hev, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll second that. I thought this segment was great. It was about time for them to get a little bit more physical. We got that, but them bringing out Triple H was a nice thing, nice little touch because he was the only one that could back him down. Last week they mentioned that Oba got the fine. I thought that was all solid work. I enjoyed this segment a lot. And then this build has been great. I think what we see here, man, is just WWE not complicating things. You got Guy A passing the torch to Guy B, right? You have somebody who since the lawsuit of Vince McMahon, that whole scandal, we don't really want to see Brock, but he's back. And I was questioning, like, why is he back now just to face Cena and give him a squash match? It didn't make sense, but maybe they just brought him back to then build up the next Brock Lesnar / next big guy, the big thing, which is Oba Femi. And if that's why they brought him back, God bless him, dog. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's time for Brock to go right off in the sunset and go continue to defecate on women's chest. You know,
Bingo. Sable, right? Sable.
So they definitely. I think you hit the nail on the head there, Hev. Not with the defecation stuff, but with the Oba, with Brock being there to build Oba up, and then I could see maybe a SummerSlam, Brock Gunther. I feel like the PLE's coming up. We're gonna get Brock Gunther and Rey and Gunther. I feel like we're gonna get those, and then those guys will be out of here. But I actually I do want to ask you guys about the Brock and Oba. Now, I'm not asking who you think will win. I'm asking who needs to win more, Brock or Oba.
Oba.
I say the same. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we're all on the same page with that.
It'll just launch him.
But
because like
a Oba loss won't kill his momentum.
Right.
It won't. Yeah, it won't. That's why I posed the question.
Yeah. It's a hard. It's not. I want Oba to win as a fan, but I don't think like Darren. I've never called you Darren in my life. Darren said like a loss doesn't cut his legs out. Like it doesn't, because he's so over that, like, as long as it's a good showing, even if he gets like his hand raised in a defeat or whatever it looks like, you know what I mean? That like it's still, if they're
because then it could set up a rematch,
handshake, right, like right, exactly. They can run it back a couple times, or whatever, you know what I mean? Just like I don't think he needs to win. I just want him to.
If he loses, I think everybody's kind of going to agree that Brock's a piece of shit. It's like, you could have let that win.
Yes.
You could have let him win. You didn't.
You took the Undertaker streak. You talking this guy's Mania debut. What a
but again, Brock and Heyman are all about setting up moments. That's their thing, right? The whole Undertaker beating the streak was a thing, and I think this is going to be another big moment where somebody comes in, and I'd be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't a very one-sided match, and Oba is just really whipping ass. I wouldn't be surprised.
Really?
And you see Brock kind of older, a little bit more winded, and Oba can go. I mean, I saw Oba for the first time. I caught wind of him when I went to WrestleMania 40, and I went to the NXT show, and I saw this man pick up two grown men and powerbomb him at the same time. And I said, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this monster?
Right.
And ever since then, I've just been keeping a very close eye on him. So the fact that he came over, they didn't change anything about his character. He still has that goofy walk that's now really over. Now I'm hyped just seeing him do the walk, and they kept everything. They made the presentation a thing. Even when he pops up in that silence, that like 5 to 10 seconds of silence, and then that bang, and he just comes out. Like, they've done a masterclass on building this guy. And if they drop the ball just because
no, pause. His package is tight.
Yeah. It is. Like, it's very put together.
Like Sean,
it's very put together.
Credit him and all his work, but credit Sean too, and like that. Like they just moved him up, and like it's great. Like,
dude, David and I were talking about this on Friday. Think about it: Oba, Javon, and Trick, all brand new from NXT, and all on WrestleMania. All of them are over like crazy. Like. And and last, but I was just talking about the guys, like, you know what I mean? Like, if we want to talk women, I mean, shit, that laundry list is crazy.
But those three put on like a 5-star match in NXT.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dave?
Mania weekend last year.
Standing deliver last year. I think.
I'm interested to see, because I don't pay as much attention. I see clips of like NXT. I don't like really watch it religiously. But like I'd be excited to see like who's next in line. Like, I think with that kind of like, because that's a void. Like, that's a pretty big void. These three are like ready to get into it, and like they're already like in the fold and packaged well and like ready to go. So like
they have been struggling a little bit, Brandon. So I do watch every week. We
Yeah.
don't do a show on it, but I do watch every week. They've been struggling, but they're finding their way. They have a guy. He's kind of the new Oba Femi, I could say, is Keanu Carver is his name. Really big jack dude, and just a mean, like he even gets into it with Booker T and stuff. So they have a couple guys, but honestly, it's the women's division that's loaded over there too, and the women's division's already loaded over at WWE. So they have quite the log jam there of WWE talent for the female side. Like guys are struggling a little bit, but you know they're killing it at WWE. Obviously, they know what they're doing at NXT. They're building these guys up and girls too, and just completely crushing it. Jasper Troy too. Yeah, that's another good point.
Jasper
He's
Troy, I
another
liked
big
him
guy too.
in LFG or whatever. I like
and like the crazy thing is, there's certain guys that I'll watch. Like on AAA and stuff that are from Evolve, which is like the next one down from NXT. There's this guy. If you have a chance after we hang up here tonight, go on YouTube and look up Jack Cartwheel. This guy is nuts. all he does is cartwheels, and like he'll do a cartwheel on the top rope. Like it's the craziest shit you've ever seen. And he's below NXT. So it's like they got a lot of talent coming up. So despite what Pat McAfee says, I don't know, the talent seems to be pretty good coming up. So
it's not, my biggest thing is it's not the talent, it's the creative. You know what I mean? It's like it's gotta make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one thing I kind of want to talk to you guys about, going back to that Pat McAfee promo on Friday and that whole sequence. So I almost feel like WWE, this is just kind of a thought I had today. I want to get your opinion on it. I almost feel like they're trying to almost start like a civil war between the fans, as far as the older fans and the newer fans, because Pat's more like, I want the Ultimate Warrior, Hogan kind of guys. And then like you have newer fans like myself, like I like the Pentas and Javon Evans and the high, like don't get me wrong, I like the Obas too, of course, we've just been talking about it. But I like the high flying thing. So it's almost like a little like old guard versus new guard here. David, I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you think first? Because I know you're super lifelong and been watching for a very long time. Do you think WWE is trying to create maybe a little divide in between the fans?
It's interesting take. I mean, I still just think it's TKO sticking their nose
Putting
where
in.
it fucking belongs.
Hev, what do you think?
Because you look, I'm gonna go back just McAfee talking like that, and you go back and watch his matches. He's kind of a little high flyer himself. Like
he was jumping off the top rope. Yeah.
So pot calling the kettle black.
Would you say about black? I'm joking. I second that. I don't know. That is a little bit of a stretch. I don't know if they're creating a civil war between old and new fans, but I mean, there's guys who've been watching like myself. I enjoy a lot of the new stuff. You know what like going back to what Brandon said. I just enjoy good storytelling, and that's what separates WWE from like AEW. AEW may have your 5-star matches and all this other stuff, but then there's like no real build up. There's no real character development. There's no reason why. And so then you have these phenomenal matches, and like I'm just not emotionally invested. I'm just like, oh, that was a cool move, or geez, they did that spot. That's fucking disgusting. Jesus, or whatever it is, right? Whereas like WWE, you can have something simple as CM Punk wanting to kill Drew McIntyre over a plastic bracelet, and I'm in. I'm like, somebody hit somebody, get that bracelet back. Like fuck yeah. So it's all storytelling. So.
Yeah,
I'm new guys, old guys. I just want good stories.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't say like I would respectfully disagree on the Civil War thing. I think the older fans have a louder, stronger reaction to the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, like CM Punk, like Randy Orton, that kind of stuff. So like they're just naturally over no matter what, because they've been around forever you know, for that, like their days are numbered and they know it. But like, you know, then, you know, they're giving Cody, you know, some shit about, you know, being such a white meat baby face or whatever. And they're like, their patience with Cody kind of runs, you know, thin at times, depending upon where they are, but like also like, you know, would just kind of in general with like different things. So it's just like, I feel like there is a, you know, I think there is a not really a divide, but I think there is a fan base for the older school guys that are there than, you know, because some of the guys take a little bit longer to get over than most. Because like if you even look at like Penta came out the gate like real strong, but they were trying to put him over faster than he actually got over. Right. And like Javon Evans too, like Javon Evans got over in a relatively short period of time, but they were trying pretty hard to get him over. But like he ended up just getting over because people are seeing all the crazy cool shit that he's doing, you know, even like smart guys, smart marks like us or whatever that see like him taking like the pop-up fucking Samoan drop from Jacob or was it? Yeah, that he like extends his legs and body out so it makes him look even higher off the ground, like seeing that shit or whatever, you know what I mean? So like the fan, that your casual fan or whatever gets kind of put into the kind of ebb and flow of like, oh, this is the good guy, we cheer him, this is the bad guy, we boo him. And I feel like your older people or there's more seasoned wrestling observers or whatever, like have a fondness for the old school, but like I feel like they're coming around on some of like the newer, younger talent.
It was definitely a time. So like, Darth Vader, like I've been catching up with some of the older Manias and stuff like that. And I just watched, I think it was 92 SummerSlam, where like, it's just so crazy to me. Like Bret Hart wrestles his brother as the first match. And then he wrestles at the end of it as well. Like he's had two matches.
I watched that one live.
Did you? Oh, yo, like
that live.
It's like so crazy, like to think like the dude had two matches in the same night, like just
that
went out
match,
there.
Looking back, that last match with Yokozuna was kind of like really bad. That finish was.
It wasn't that great because, and I don't know, this could be kayfabe too, you know, but in that first match with his brother, he like hurt his knee, and then so as he's coming out for the last match, he's kind of limping and going through the whole thing too. But it's just such a different time. Like, you know, there's hardly any female wrestlers at all during this time, and it's just big middle-aged dudes balding, throwing each other around the ring. You know what I mean? It's basically what it is. It's crazy. Like
dad bods everywhere.
Everywhere, bro. And bald heads, which David and I appreciate. But yeah, so final show rating we got here. Up, Darth. Yeah, you got the hair. You ain't joining our team. So final show rating. We always give a rating at the end of the show. It's out of 10 on the Portnoy pizza scale here, I guess you could say. I'm gonna give it a 7.3, a little above average, but you know, not the greatest show in the world. David, what are you gonna give it there?
We're close. I'm at a 7-8 tonight.
Darren? 6-7.
See, I've thought about doing that, but I have to go with my steady. I'm gonna give it a 6.9.
6.9. Nice. Match of the night. What was your favorite match of the night? I'll start with you, Darth Vader.
The Stephanie Vicaire segment.
Was it a match? Jesus. But segment of the night. Okay, I'll give you that for segment of the night.
I'm mesmerized by that woman. I've told my wife. I've had dreams about her.
About Steph? Steph?
Yeah.
you wanna get in the devil's kiss? That's what you're.
I appreciate the comment.
How much is that at a meet and greet? Fader's like 20K, no problem. Yeah. Like done.
My firstborn daughter right here.
Yeah.
No, never.
Brandon, Jared and I were talking last week, and he bought up her new black ring attire last week, and I was like, yeah, I definitely would not have mind being a referee for that match.
I mean, she's a great wrestler too.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy watching her work and doing that. She's obviously beautiful, but like I definitely enjoy watching her work.
It's gonna be a I'm looking forward to the Devil's Kiss in that match.
I'm trying to think about what my favorite match would be. Maybe skip me and come back.
All right, Hev, what you got?
Fuck, I was hoping I was gonna go off of his match.
All right, so for I'll give you guys mine. The 6-man tag, Penta, Dragon, Javon. So that was my favorite. David, what you got?
That's what I was gonna go with.
The same one. Okay, all right.
It's all right.
Because how many matches were there?
So we got that one. We had the which I know wasn't on your list there. We had the Rhea and EO. We had the six man. Sorry, I'm going through my different slides here.
Yeah.
Bailey and Lash.
Oh yeah.
What else do we have?
I would say my favorite match of the night had to be.
Oh, this is Hev's favorite match. But yeah, so those are the matches though. Go ahead, Hev.
Finn and JD was the match of the night. Absolutely, man. It was great. Good stuff.
Well, it wasn't a match.
It was built. I mean, it came out. It was a thing.
They came out. The bell never rang.
Bell never rang.
But yeah, so all right. So we're getting closer to Mania here. I'll kind of run through what we got so far here with the Mania card. It's looking nice, man. So we got Punk and Roman. We got Rhodes and Orton with probably McAfee on the ring side, I would guess. Vaquer and Liv, Jade and Rhea, AJ and Becky, Sammy and Trick. The Penta, Javon, Dragon, JD, Rusev, weird, and Ray. Then we have Jacob Fatu and Drew, Finn and Dom, Seth and Gunther, Oba and Brock, the women's tag, which is a mess. And then the 6-man tag, LA Knight and Usos with the Vision and IShowSpeed. Man, other than those last two that I said, those are all bangers, I think, man. Like, I'm looking forward to this. Those are real bangers right there. What are you guys thinking?
I think it's gonna be gonna be a decent Mania. Do I think this is gonna be the Mania, the top all Manias? Absolutely not. Do I think that the card could be better? Absolutely. But I mean, we have injuries like we talked about, so this is the best build we got. Who else they're gonna put in there? I will say though, did you guys talk about Carmelo Hayes?
Oh yeah, we talked about him on Friday. Yeah. I mean.
And
he's awesome, man.
If you're a fan of Carmelo, man, your heart's got to be broken,
Him and honestly EO too. EO right now doesn't have anything,
which
that's crazy.
I thought they would have built EO, which he still kind of did an Oscar segment about it, so they still could sneak it in there next week.
Yeah, they're teasing, obviously, teasing at that, but it's still been
Well, the thing is, if she gets a match, they're going to announce it tomorrow morning, right? They're announcing the full card tomorrow morning, so it's just going to be an announcement, I guess.
Or the Raw after Mania, the Raw after Mania, some shit. They still need fights. So
and if they're saving Melo and EO for that, you got to feel bad for them. Like, hey, we need somebody to fight on Friday, so it's going to be you guys.
And Melo
really get hurt. Makes you wonder, did Melo really actually tweak his knee?
I don't know. I mean, they do a lot of work. I mean, after the Seth tweak, I don't trust any more knee tweaks.
Yeah, right.
and just like Matt said, that was 100% of work with Brett. Brett was the greatest worker, so he came out and he just knew how to sell a limp leg. So
yeah, man. It's back at watching these matches back in the day. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Real quick, that ladder match is rated one of the best ladder matches. That was the first ladder match. On that card. I don't know if what were your thoughts on that?
Dude, so it was my thoughts on it with it being the first ladder match. They're using a real fucking ladder. Like, they're not using the shit they use today. Like when he was hitting them with you could tell that shit was hurting. Like they were using a real ladder. But yeah, to go back to the tie piece, I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, damn, it's crazy. Like the commentary, they were talking about Randy Savage and Elizabeth. And I think it was Roddy Piper was just like, yeah, man, sometimes you just got to smack a woman to put her in her place. And I'm like, yeah, like this stuff is not aging too well.
Yeah,
different time. Yeah. Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts on tonight's show before we hang up here, guys?
Go look at it. Go look at the messages of some of the clips. Like Brock actually, when it went off the air, picked the steel steps up and threw it in the damn ring, like over the ropes.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of footage, a lot of cell phone footage. Once we get off, I'll get on TikTok or Instagram.
Oh yeah, we'll see all of it.
I threw 3 in our chat.
Yeah, we'll see it.
Here's one thing that has nothing to do. It's nothing really, but all this different graphics packages that they're putting on different things, like there's not consistency through the card of the different things. I don't like that.
What do you mean?
Well, David's saying that's for one night and the second night. Yeah.
If you look like the 6-man tag thing that they just made with like the Usos, LA Knight, and Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Speed, like it doesn't match any of the other stuff that they've put out. Like it's just different. And I just like being like in the graphic designer brain. I'm like, why? Like this doesn't,
dude.
Like there's no synergy with like the other matches on the card. Or like Cody and Randy's like title card or fight thing looks different than like Oba's and and Brock's.
It's not
so
consistent.
It's just not a consistent branding thing that like is bugging me. And they've already spoiled the demon coming back on their thing. They posted it 18 minutes ago that has the 2-up of Dominic Mysterio and Finn, says Demon Finn Balor, and he's in his fucking makeup.
Oh, okay.
They gotta sell They gotta sell tickets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand corrected on one thing. So the gold looks like that's gonna be night 1. Blue's gonna be night 2. But I apologize. Brock and Oba are in blue, so it looks like they probably could be those.
So that would make sense to open ESPN2. And my business brain was just thinking as Brandon was talking there about the Uso match with ShowSpeed and all that. I bet you that's going to be the opening for night 1.
Yeah, let's see what color that is. I just saw it.
I bet you that's going to be the opening for night 1. Just because think about it, because
it's gold. Yep.
Gold.
So I'm thinking opening a night 1 because Uso's super over with the kids, right? Speed super over with the kids. It's going to be on ESPN too, but still on ESPN. I bet you that's going to be the first match. I bet.
You think they would do one of the ladies matches like Rhea and Jade, or like Liv and Stephanie? Like sometimes trips will like let the ladies.
Yeah, because last year they had the triple threat between Bianca, Io, and
it's Jade.
Yeah, it was great.
Rhea, Io, and Bianca.
Yeah,
that
was match of the year.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that was
real
awesome.
Quick. Blue. This. So what are we saying? That's night 2. Blue.
That's what you're saying.
That's what it's looking. That's the ladder match.
Let me pull up my book too. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
You got your pencil? You got your pencil?
Yeah, there we go.
6-man is gold.
Gold.
Everybody taking notes in the chat? All right.
Carry the 1.
I gotta keep.
All right, we're good.
I don't have a whiteboard, so I got the book here.
Well, reason gold is just off the 2 main events. So,
yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning, right? We'll find out tomorrow morning. So, all right, boys. So that's gonna do it for this show. Awesome show. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you, David, Darren, Brandon. Brandon's debut, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, absolutely. So once again, please like, subscribe, comment. It really helps the algorithms on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Really trying to push this and just get in front of more people. Shout out to D Walker, always in the chat, always coming through. Appreciate you, brother. And until Friday, we'll be back. What's that, David?
No, I was just saying yes, sir, to D Walker. Hopefully he makes an appearance. It won't be.
Yeah, I was gonna say D Walker will be live at WrestleMania, so maybe.
He said he might miss this week.
Is anybody here going to Mania?
No, I am not.
D Walker is.
D Walker in the chat.
Sweepstakes or something where I don't have to pay for it.
So unfortunately, I have an event night 2, so I'll only be able to watch night 1. But David can do. But David, you're working night 1, but off night 2, right? So yeah,
Yeah, that's
David will be hosting night 2. I'll be hosting night 1 over here. So we'll figure out everyone's schedules. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And until Friday, we will see you then. Peace.